topics and opinions expressed on the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4WN Radio.
Welcome to my radio and TV show, Debi Changes Lives. I'm Debi, your certified holistic health coach. I revitalize people's lives by helping them identify the root causes of their health issues and create a custom, natural, holistic strategy to address them in the areas of mind, body, and soul. As a health coach, I'm not allowed to say that I heal, treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose any diseases. I certainly can make your body more efficient by reducing symptoms. You'll feel better, and your body will be more efficient, and you enjoy life and be more productive. So, is intermittent fasting a fad? No, actually, it actually works, and that's why it's so popular. Intermittent fasting it's great for mental clarity, reducing inflammation, as well as repairing cells. And why fast is an intermittent fasting program that gets your cells and body humming and in turn boosts your metabolism. It offers a rich, dense nutrition and nutrients and a program behind it with exercises and recipes that will help you. Its components are a natural part of all my programs, and it can be done as a standalone. So if you want more information about why fast, contact me on my consultation button of my link tree and also my other coaching programs at Debi Changes Lives, DebiChangesLives.com /linktree, and I'll fill you in. As a certified holistic health coach, I do help you optimize your mindset and health, and also reduce stress and emotions. And right now, we're in the midst of final seasons, and students are stressed studying for finals, and they may have lack of concentration, exhaustion, and having a hard time possibly. What I really love is that after the shutdown, my son actually was studying for his APs, and he felt like he forgot everything. I use Renew IQ for myself for stress, and I decided to give it to him. It helped him get focused, study better, reduced anxiety, and he actually got a 5.0 on his physics AP, and he's been using it ever since. He's a straight A student in college, 3 years in a row. So it's been very beneficial for him and my whole family. Today, I have Larene Williamson, an entrepreneur who found a solution for brain support product in Renew IQ. Larene is a devoted woman of Christ, driven by her faith in every area of life. After retiring from several careers in real estate, medical field, and law, she now focuses on personal growth and helping others. Larene shares her story like an open book. She offers wisdom and support for those facing life challenges. Her compassionate heart and commitment to finding solutions is her strength, like it is for me. I love helping people. Her faith led her to find a solution for children in Renew IQ. So we'll be discussing brain supporting abilities for all ages. Let's welcome Larene Williamson, an entrepreneur, to the show. Larene, welcome to my show.
Hello, and thank you so much for having me. This is really nice, and I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. How did you get involved in developing a brain support product?
Ask me again. We do have some sound. You freeze up occasionally, so we do have
Okay.
some sound problems. But if you ask me again, I'll read your lips.
Yes, I'll redo it. How did you get involved in developing a brain supporting product?
Great. So, how I got involved was by being determined to find a solution to help my son that had some learning challenges. Turned out that I found a product online. That product was working, it was discontinued, and I realized into the ring of fire and develop something and create some um, be palatable so that we could, get it in the children.
Okay. So, the age group for this product, which is now Renew IQ, what age group does this product help?
All age groups. Typically, once you start seeing that the child has a learning challenge or adult is starting to have memory issues, which obviously can be at any age because we all walk the walk of talking on the phone and can't remember where we put our phone, or glasses on top of the head and we can't remember where they are. Sometimes that's just stress. Have something that you can take to bring those brain cells forward. And I feel like I'm jumping ahead a little bit because the age does not matter. It's like getting orange juice from the grocery store, except this is a really super duper fired up adaptogenic product that feeds the brain. So age is really not an issue.
Okay. But it was originally developed for seniors. Am I correct?
Originally, it was developed for seniors, aging people, and used mostly in California by Dr. Ken Kroll. He's the original developer of the product and a great friend of mine. He actually sold the product to a company that sold out, and another company acquired it. And so I followed along. And so Dr. Ken Kroll blessed me with being in charge of undertaking making more tasty and flexible. And, it's easy. People say, well, why are you involved in selling it? I share the information. It sells itself. I'm not in the business of just selling products. It works, and it works every time, and you feel it right away. But Dr. Ken Kroll originally gave it to people that had memory issues, dementia, and they were testing to see if it would work, if it would help them have recall, and it did. So my task was then keeping it on the market and having it to where even young people would enjoy drinking it.
Yes. Yes. And I've been, I experienced part of that journey with you, and it's gotten so much better with taste. Because my son took it, in 2020, and he continues to take it, but he is so happy with the flavor that it has now. And you really don't need to drink much of it, only about 4 ounces. So you've really made quite a improvement on it, and I praise you for that. um, so, what makes Renew IQ different? We lost Larene. Hopefully, she'll come back, and she's on her way back. I gotta tell you that I found Renew IQ very beneficial for myself. I've had a lot of stress in my life with external family members, and it helps me to focus and also help me to move forward with my life in a better mood. So the question I asked you, Larene, when you kind of lost internet for a little bit, can you hear me? Okay. So anyways, I'm going to get back to my story about how beneficial this product was for me. And it's also been beneficial for my husband, who travels a lot. It really helps with time changes. Pretty much what it helps with is mental fog, gives you clarity, helps you concentrate. And it looks, as soon as Larene's back, she can explain a little bit more details about it. If not, I will do my best. But for children, it's a great product that they can actually drink. It's a very mild flavor. It's a very mild grape flavor. It has no sugar in it at all, and it has no caffeine. So that's really important for kids, especially if they're sensitive to sugar and caffeine. So it doesn't have that in the product, and it's a very safe product for them to utilize. It does have vitamins, the B complex and vitamin D as well, and it has adaptogens. And that's what Larene really needs to explain about when she gets back. But a lot of kids that have concentration problems and they have problems with focusing, it's really been very beneficial for them. And even when, something, after the shutdown where everyone was kind of scared, it helps you through that process too, being able to think clearly, because a lot of people don't realize that when you are frustrated, angry, and, scared, okay, you're in fear mode, you don't think as clearly as you really want to. It takes time for you to process and really do things, especially if you're angry. That's why I help people release their emotions so they can think a little bit more clearly. Okay, she's outside now.
I've had to move from that office that I was in, and I have been mobile all day, so I dropped in to do that, and I just was not hearing you or seeing you, so I was trying to answer questions, but I apologize.
That's okay.
I hope it's better.
So pretty much I kind of told them that, Renew IQ has vitamin B12 complex, that's vitamin D. And I want you to answer the next question is, what makes Renew IQ different?
Okay, what makes it different? It is a brain-focused product, but it's different because it has such powerful vitamins and minerals in it. And it sparks the brain. It works with the gut, the vitamin D's that are in it, and all of the different vitamin B6s, B12s. It gives you a boost of energy, and then it also it doesn't bring you down like a lot of energy drinks. But what makes it amazing is the adaptogens that are in it. And if I could just take a second to share with you what an adaptogen is, it's really an herb that very few people knew about. Back in, the 60s, I guess it was, when Russia actually used it for their Olympic players and their army. And the reason was because it worked so good on their recall, their memory, having them on top of their game. And it was something that we knew little about over here. So an adaptogen is something that keeps you balanced. It will help your brain cells activate. It wakes you up, but it's called an adaptogen because it adapts to where you are. If you're on a really high or you're super active, it brings you down to where you need to be to focus. If you're super low, I hate to say depressed or saddened, it'll bring you up. So it works with your body, and therefore added to the other vitamin B6s, B12s, bacopa, some of the fabulous herbs that we added to it, as well as fruits to sweeten it naturally, and no additional added sugars or anything. It keeps your body on a good, even keel to where it works properly. And resveratrol, adaptogens, we have over 4,500 studies that just one group did. And then if you Google that or go to pubmed.gov, you can find resveratrol, adaptogens,
all of those things that I just mentioned to you, Bacopa, which is another great adaptogen, all of that is on PubMed.gov. So the joy part of that, and I'm kind of talking fast because I don't want to lose you. The great part of that is that it will, um, it just, I can't say that it works enough, but it works every single time. And you know it the minute you get it in your system that it's worked. It can blend with other things, and it just works with stress. When you're stressed out, it just brings you into such a peaceful mindset that you can focus. Because that's the problem with so much going on in our world. We all have trouble focusing, and the
Yeah.
fact that our children are struggling with education, it's so wonderful for them to want to learn. And that's what I have found with children. They want to learn when they have this in their system.
Now, you and I both have children that needed help.
Yes.
And I kind of shared my story about my
Mhm.
son. You want to share your story?
I would love to share my story. And unfortunately, I try to get him to share the story, but because he's now 35, he and still drinks it. He's like hard to catch, long enough to give a testimony on anything. And he's heard me tell the story so many times. I have 4 children. My first child had a learning disability they titled ADD, ADHD. And my thought was, how in the world can you have both of those? One means you're real low, and the other one you're bouncing off the wall. So how can you be diagnosed with both? So I researched that, and finally found out that he was more dyslexic, but it was because the brain was not connecting the dots. And so he was like a loose chain. You could talk to him, he could process beautifully, but it had to be his way, not your way. And he didn't want to learn a new system. He did not like new, which we all guilty about that, right? But
Yes.
he found that when he would drink Renew IQ, it just gave him such a balance. And so he went from failing everything from his out was to have a temper, and angry. And when he can't comprehend or something don't click, he just like I said, a loose chain. And then all of a sudden, 15 minutes later, it catches, and he goes, "Oh, I get it now." And I'm thinking, what changed? So when he's drinking Renew IQ, he loves it. And now that we have it to where it is like a shot, you just put it in 3 or 4 ounces of water and just kill it. It's not like something that he has to walk around with another bottle of water and drink, because he prefers just plain water for hydration. So I usually just, myself, and I'm sure he does because I've seen him do it, get the water bottle down to about 3 ounces, put it in there and kill it, and you're good to go. And it's, people have said, how long does it last? They've asked me, how long does it last? And I've told them, when I'm having a really, really busy day, I'll take it in the morning with my breakfast. Sometimes I'll take it again at lunchtime. Just depends on when I feel like I want it, or my brain is saying, okay, you got too much day left. But typically 1 or 2 times a day, most people are good. Children, the ones that I've worked with, they take it before school. They're good for school. And then by the time they get home, they're running off any energy they have so that they can eat supper and go to bed, because most of the time their work comes easy to them. So their homework and stuff gets done, usually in study hall or something like that. I have a lot of children and a lot of actually nurses that help me with this. Um, and the children that I work with in the programs, they uh, have just experienced such good grades and such a better attitude that even their teachers are reaching out to the parents and saying, "What are you doing different?" And so I've enjoyed being able to speak at a few schools that I speak in person better than I do on the radio shows, because I have things that I could show you, and it's just amazing to have them be so happy when they've struggled so hard to learn.
Yeah, and you're doing just fantastic with all the technical difficulties you've had. So kudos to you. um, and I gotta express that the like, I don't know, you were here, but the taste has gotten so much better. Or maybe you heard that.
Yeah.
That my son is taking it more often than he did in the past, but he still takes it when he is struggling with, the finals.
Yeah.
And he is in college now, and he's gotten the highest academic achievement award. And also he's gotten, on the dean's list. So he's getting straight A's for 3 years in a row.
Wonderful.
And he's doing a dual degree. So he has a lot on his plate. He complains, I don't have a girlfriend. I'm like, you don't have time for a girlfriend.
Well, we knew IQ get up there too.
So, but it really does help him. It does help your mood. And as I was explaining before, when someone's in an emotional state where they're angry, they have fear, they're frustrated, or they even have doubt,
Yes.
it just slows down their thinking patterns, and they don't really they can't concentrate well, and they don't think things out well.
Yes.
And so having a product like this that helps give you mental clarity and helps you make you feel better, because it works with your gut as well, as you said before.
Yes, it does.
And because it does have vitamin D, which helps with the immunity too.
Yes.
So it's a great product
Yeah.
to help people to be more focused and be able to do things in their life. And as we said, you redeveloped it in a way so that children would really want to utilize it now. And I really appreciate that.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for that. I want to say there's a couple of things like the vitamin D that you talked about, it helps with your bones and teeth and, rheumatoid arthritis, which the elderly struggle with. The recommended daily I use for the vitamin D is 400 to 800. We have put 4,000 in this product. So you're getting well more than you need. It took that much to work with the adaptogen and to make it all synergize and work better together. So this was a undertaking like none other that I ever done. But the folic acid that's in here too, that was something that helps and works through birth defects and things like that. So that makes this good for mothers. There's nothing, if a pregnant woman needs a little brain boost, I call it, or brain candy, some of my friends call it, it's good for that too. The folic acid usually recommended dose is 400 milligrams. We put 800. Vitamin B12 works with your heart, blood vessels, dementia, athletic performances. Most has items, drinks have 2.4 micrograms. We did 500. So you can see we really went to the next level on things. The Bacopa I mentioned a little bit works with inflammation and the ADHD symptoms that people have. It kind of prevents the anxiety and the hostility and the frustration and all from coming on. We put in there some root extract to some of the adaptogens to make it not so bitter, which you mentioned the taste. The rhodiola rosacea. I always say that wrong. My English people say, no, you're putting too much interest on that rhodiola. But the thing is, it strengthens your responses to physical activities and the psychological part of your brain. So I think, I did a lot with this product. I worked with a lot of doctors and herbalists with this product, but it's just God's gift to have herbs in the world growing in their natural habitat that we put together in a manner that we could enjoy it. And it just does wonders on the brain, worth taking it in and enjoying it. And it's not like you're taking medicine. You just get you a little glass of water and enjoy the taste and go on about your business.
And I recently recommended this to an associate of mine, and she's actually called in. So let's welcome Jenny, so she can speak about Renew IQ.
Wonderful.
So
hello.
Hi, Jenny. It's Debbie and Larene. So we've been speaking about Renew IQ, and I recently recommended this for you for your son. So you want to tell us about your experience?
Yes. So on the taste, what you were just talking about taste, I have been fighting to get him to take any kind of supplements. We have tried so many different things, and he doesn't like the flavor. And he actually likes the flavor of the Renew IQ. So that's a plus. Also, he was diagnosed with ADHD, autism, and anxiety. And it has been a fight he plays baseball. So for 3 years, we actually had to be out on the field his first year because he would sit on the ground and play in the dirt and rip the grass up, and we'd have to pick him up. And it was something he wanted to do. So we didn't want to take it away from him. And he wouldn't interact with the other kids in the dugout. Even this year, he was still not interacting, not being able to focus on the game. He, not paying attention to when the balls were being hit so that he could be ready to catch. And he was messing around in the dugout, digging in the dirt again. And his coach had a talk with him, and he was really upset. He cried, said he doesn't like his anxiety and didn't want to play baseball anymore. And that's how I got him to try the Renew IQ. And it was like the first time. He did fabulous. The coach even sent me a message saying, completely different kid tonight. He was interacting with the kids in the dugout, laughing with them. It just makes me want to cry. And so he won't go without it.
Well, that is.
And then so he won't go. He doesn't want to take it like regularly. I'm trying to get him to. It would help with his daily life too. But before he goes to a game, he takes it every time now. And the second day, he didn't have a game, and I mixed it up for him. And he's like, "No, I'm not taking it today. I don't have a game." So I'm like, "Well, I'm just going to drink it myself." And we went to church, and after church, I was saying, "Man, I feel so good today. I'm having such a good day. I'm in such a good mood." And like 15, 20 minutes later, I thought, I took the Renew IQ, so I take it too now.
Yeah, see? I'm so happy it worked out for both of you.
That is so good. I wish that everyone could start out as a child, though, because grown-ups tend to say, "Oh, nothing works. That can't work." And when they enjoy it the first time, the second time, and then they go, "Oh, that's what it is. I think I'll just stay with that." I have some people that get 2 and 3 canisters and just can't even imagine a day without taking it. And especially since we added the pomegranate, because it gave it such a good flavor. It doesn't taste like pomegranate, but it just gave it a little bit of sweeter taste without adding sugar, and it kind of blanketed that herb flavor, because herbs can be tart. It blanketed that, and it made it so palatable. And so I have a lot of people that really, really have reached out to me. I've got 2 that have texted me saying they want to be on the radio show, and I can't help them because I had technical difficulties, but they really want to share the world. So we did ask them to post on Facebook only their experiences. So Jenny, you can certainly too, and tag me in it. People need to know,
Okay.
because it's just another product on the shelf otherwise. And if they hear just your personal testimony, then you're not claiming that it is, healing, curing, treating, doing anything like that. So that is the biggest part of testimonies, is to know that it's what you yourself experienced. So I love that about your testimony. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. And
yes, you're welcome.
Thank you, Jenny. I really appreciate you.
Yes, you ladies have a good day.
Okay. Bye-bye. Well, it doesn't look like anyone else is on the line yet, but I got to say that everything she said were things that helped my son too. Is that my son doesn't have those diagnoses, okay? But, he does get anxiety. And I think a lot of people get anxiety, and if you do, and it's keeping you down, or you have a mood problem, just like with Jenny, it put her in a better mood. It puts me in a better mood.
Yeah.
And helps me focus better.
Well, life can be so tough on us all with so many things, and everybody's working and running circles and then trying to do homework and trying to get to those sports activities and that sort of thing. It just takes everyone to slow down and take care of their health, because, you know, I say this all the time, what is life without your health? Uh, we've all had our health scares. And if you don't take care of yourself, when your body's attacked by whatever is going to attack it, you have to have your body prepped for good things to come back out of that, because you just never know when something good or bad is going to come along. And Renew IQ's got enough of the vitamins in it. And then if you put it with other good things that you're putting in your body, your brain, your gut, it's all one unit, and it works much better, and it can save your life eventually, having your body prepped and ready for those diseases.
Yeah. And, it's not necessarily, it's life. Like you said, you can't control what's happening around you. You can only control how you react to it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And you need to be more proactive than reactive. So if you have something like a tool like this, and I'll call it a tool, they'll help you ease you down your emotions, then utilize it, and don't be scared to take it daily. Now, I don't take it multiple times a day, but I do take it daily. But what I do is I break it up in a drink that I have the non-essential nutrients in it, and I break it up, in the morning and the afternoon. And with people that are sensitive to the vitamin E complex after 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, then just finish it before then.
Sure.
Because everyone has their own fingerprint of health. Everybody's going to react differently. And it doesn't have caffeine in it. It's just giving you natural energy from the nutrients and making you feel better.
That's right. That's right. And it's our duty to share that it's available, because I'm not going to run a commercial on television and give you 2 seconds of how good it is and the rest of the 60 seconds about side effects. There are none. The side effect of this is it works every time, and it works pretty quickly. So
Exactly. So now we talked about the ingredients kind of, and you talked about the adaptogens, and you talked about resveratrol. Does it have CoQ10 in it? I don't know. I don't remember.
no, it does not.
Okay. So it has resveratrol, which is just as good. And then it has grapeseed extract, I guess.
We did put grapeseed extract in it. We've got the and that's for the anti-aging part of it. We put a few things in it just because if you're going to be enjoying it, it works. It does. It's not that was something that we had to have, because the resveratrol that is in there comes from the grapeseed extract, some of the rosacea, the rosa root. So yes, it does have that in there, but many things that are in there in the proprietary blend, even that makes it tasty and work.
Now, I may be wrong about this, but I think pomegranate is high in antioxidants, and that helps. It helps. So this product probably has a lot of antioxidants. Am I right about that?
Yes, you're right. We use it to blanket the herb. The herb itself has a lot of antioxidants as well. We have there are things in there to make you feel better. Like I was saying about the vitamins and the minerals that we have in this with the herbs. And then if you add it, you said you were adding it to some other products.
Some nutrients. So.
Yeah, some nutrients that you take, it becomes a powerhouse drink. Since it's a lot of people will do like a milkshake or a protein shake. You can add this to that.
That's what I did with my son when he was younger.
You can add this to that, and we didn't flavor it enough to where it wouldn't just kind of take on whatever flavor your drink is, because we didn't want people to feel like in the beginning, you had to put it in like 6 to 8 ounces of water. I think the very first one was 8 to 12 ounces of water. And then we got it down to something much tighter. And now the only reason you'd add water to it or it to another drink would be just to kind of dilute it down. It was too potent for you. But like I said, I mix it in enough water to get it dissolved and shoot it, and then I can get out the door and keep going. But
Yeah.
it has enough vitamins and minerals in it to get you through the day.
Yes, it does. And I just put everything in one so that I get it
See,
done.
it's easy. A lot of people do. A lot do.
And so I enjoyed it. And when I run out, I'm like, oh well.
Never ever run out, Debbie.
Well, sometimes it gets back ordered because it does get popular at times. So sometimes it gets back ordered, and that's when I run out. But
Well,
and
and just a side note, it's getting close again. So I'm working on additional orders right now, and I'm grateful to say that it does run out before we can get all the orders filled, but we're making more and more every day. So,
yeah,
we're trying not to let it go on back order, but it is that good. And if it didn't, I love to say this, even when it was at its worst taste, it was going on back order because it worked every time. So I'm
yeah,
real excited about the flavoring now and knowing how good the children love it. That's the big deal for me.
yeah. Well, the children, seniors, us.
We will take things though that don't taste good if it works. Kids,
Exactly.
I
It helps
can't get kids.
everybody.
I work with a lot of kids.
Yeah, and one thing, it only needs 4 ounces of water, like you said, and it used to be 2 scoops. It's now 1 scoop,
Mhm.
and the container is big. I don't want you to get shocked that you think the container is not filled because they didn't have the right size container for her when it was manufactured. So she wanted to get the product out. So it's in a larger container than it should be. So just remember, it is based on weight, and the right amount of weight of the product is in there. So
Right. That's right.
yeah. So is there anything else you want to add?
People ask me all the time, is it more important than any of the other products that they have access to? And my comment is, well, two things. My comment is that's up to you. Are you struggling through the day? Are you getting tired and sleepy? We have a lot of products that are on the market and available in all areas. But I wouldn't go. In fact, when I was unable to when I was not well myself and unable to actually go to the store or do anything, I had Renew IQ, and it had enough vitamins and minerals, and I had taken enough minerals in my lifetime that my body was able to be well and get well. And so that's as important to me, that my brain stay healthy so that it tells my body to get better, so it knows what to do and knows who I am. But the other thing is, there are a lot of pills and tablets and capsules out there, and a lot of companies carry brain products, the commercials. Um, I've never tried those because why would I? I know what's in this, but I say try to give that to a child. And I know that
True.
I beat that in the ground, but our children grow up to be us. They grow up to be older, we hope, and they grow up to be the elderly. And if you can get them at a young age to be able to retain knowledge and recall what they've learned and be not as stressed out, they make better adults and better senior citizens and don't get sick as quick and as often as we do. So I like to start with the young ones because that is why I got into the business. And I have just found that once we get them learning, they are happy. And them being happy means that when I get old and can't take care of myself, those happy little adults are going to be the doctors that will be taking care of me.
That's
So,
true.
yeah, kids will not take capsules and pills.
No, they won't.
This
They
is
won't.
a product that they will take.
Okay. Yeah, and you remember that your brain, you think, controls your body. It's both your brain and your gut. So you got to have a healthy gut. 70% of your immunity is in your gut, and they do communicate to each other along the vagus nerve. So it's important. This product's going to help both. So just remember that. And for my audience today, I'm going to offer you a 20% discount off retail pricing on Renew IQ. And in order to get that, you need to contact me on my consultation button of my link tree, which is debichangeslives.com/link tree, and I'll help you place the order. And Larene, like I said, I love this product. I can say it over and over and over again. It's helped my family. It's been so beneficial for my son. And I love that you've made it so palatable for kids as well. So I'd like you to come back after I finish speaking for the last part of the show for some closing remarks. Will you do that?
I absolutely will. Thank you.
So I just want to let you know, remember, I revitalize your health and help you correct your gut, and you'll have mental clarity by guiding you with clean, toxic-free foods, as well as high-quality nutritional products that has reduced symptoms and it uplifts your mood. I guide you with my mindset coaching, help you to release stress, reduce emotions, and release entanglements of the past. Your mindset will be enhanced and strengthened. Your body will be more efficient. You can ask me about my programs on my link tree, which is Debi Changes Lives, DEBICHANGES, Lives, LIVE, V as in Victor, ES.com/link tree. And when you do that, you get to know me and I get to know you and I guide you to your optimal health. On the same site, you'll see many of my programs, and 3 of them will come up on the slide soon. And what it is I have a Take Your Body Back, which is a 12-week weight release mindset coaching program where you can create a new version of you in an avatar board that'll drive you to succeed. And these 12 weeks are on Zoom. The first one's private to you because I go over your health. I help you can choose between 2 meal plans. I give you directions on one. I also give you directions on how to create that new version of yourself. They'll drive you with emotion and passion to achieve your health and weight transformation goals. The rest of the coaching, whether you do it in group coaching or you do it individually, is the same. We'll be celebrating your wins, and then I will get you over your gaps with mindset and health tips. You will become a new you. YFast is that intermittent fasting program that gets your cells and body humming and in turn boosts your metabolism with high dense nutrition and nutrients, and it has a program behind it with exercises and recipes. At this consultation, you get to ask me questions about it. And if you need some coaching, I'm here to help you. There's like 2 weeks or 4 week plans that you can choose from to get your feet wet in it. I also offer mindset coaching in small programs, and it could be a regular thing for you for a while. That's up to you. But mindset is so important these days because it makes you be able to adapt to things a lot faster when you are in the right mindset and you have you have core beliefs that support you. Now, this site also has my services. You have 2 services, which are the Zyto body scans, which I prefer the Zyto link, because I can actually do scans remotely internationally. And I recently sent something to South Africa for someone to do a scan. And what the Zyto link is, it's a transdermal optical imaging app that I send to your phone, and you scan your face for 30 seconds. It's only looking at blood flow and in different components of energy, functional, and emotional, and different body systems and lifestyles. It generates a wellness report of biomarkers out of range and products and services to bring it back into range. This is not a diagnosis. I do review it with you because it's quite an intensive report, and it does cost $50. If you move forward with products or a program, I'll give you a $25 discount. Now, the Zyto link is already discounted where you can get 5 scans for the price of 4, and you save $50. And people are really amazed what their body tells them with this scan, and you'll be too. So get your Zyto link scan done now. And for a limited time, I have a complimentary coaching service, which is a 30-minute coaching session in an intimate group setting. It's not recorded, but a survey picks a topic, and you learn how to optimize your health, as well as releasing stress and emotions, how to harmonize your hormones for balance, how to effectively release weight, how to create that winning mindset, which is part of my mindset coaching, okay? And you can use that winning mindset to help you optimize your health and weight release. Also, how to create that new version of you and that avatar board that'll drive you with emotion and passion to achieve your health and weight transformation. It is on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And you need to sign up for it, which is at Debi Changes Lives. That's DebiChanges, lives, L-I-V as in Victor, s.com/chats, CHATS. When you do that, you'll learn what my coaching is all about. And finally, learn more about alternative health programs, products, promos, events, and upcoming shows by subscribing to my newsletter, which is at DebiChangesLives.com. And there's a / but this time you go to radio, TV show, all in lowercase. And I give you a 30-day health and mindset daily action journal where you can record your gratitudes, record your thoughts, your feelings, and emotions, as well as the foods you ate, the water you drank, and the nutritional products you've taken and exercise you've done on a daily basis. You can even track your measurements. You want to review it on a daily, weekly, monthly basis so that you can see your wins and celebrate them, find your gaps and work on them. And if you need help bridging those gaps, you contact me for some coaching. This journal is a great health and mindset awareness tool. I'm certain that you found this show educational and inspiring and enjoyed it. Reach out to me for my programs, products, and services, and for my offer of 20% off retail prices for Renew IQ on my link tree on the consultation button. And if you have any questions about Renew IQ, I can always send those questions to Larene to help answer them. So we have some time for closing remarks with Larene. So Larene, come back on.
I'm back.
So is there anything, we have like 3 minutes or so. Is there anything else you want to mention?
I want people to understand that we put products in this product, put vitamins, minerals in this product that synergize and they work together and they enhance the duty that we've assigned for this to do. And, I tell folks, it's the 3 N's. It's non-toxic. It's non-specific, so it adapts to your body, okay? And it's not at any time addictive. Like you said, you don't take it but once a day with other products because it's synergizing. I take it maybe 1, 2, 3 times a day only because I'll wake up in the mornings, something I didn't go through because I didn't want to take the time and we were having some technical difficulties. I run 3 companies. I have an online social media type marketing company. I own a brick and mortar business in my hometown. And then I do this Renew IQ. I have some other natural products that I work with. And I formulate, and so it's sometimes I need this part of my brain to remember this and this part. So
yeah,
I have to decide on how long am I going to go all day. And so
exactly.
That's why, because it's not addictive, you can take it at any point in time that you feel like you need to. And just know that it was designed to work and feed off of each other. But as you said, and then I will hush and answer any questions, you do have to get your gut right. You have to prepare your body to absorb the good things that you put into it. And so many times today we skip meals. We take on, too many additives and things like that. And, it's out of stress and habit and necessity, when you're on the road a long time. So you need to, when you can, put good things in your body so that it can ward off bad things.
Exactly. And when you're multitasking like you do, or like my son doing dual degrees,
yes,
you need this stuff. So thank you for being on my show. And I just want everybody to continue to enjoy my radio and TV show, Debi Changes Lives, at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, where your holistic journey begins.